Welcome back. In Cross River State, public school teachers are striking over their pay. We'll get to that story in a moment. We'd like to first remind you that channelstv.com has more information for you, and on youtube.com/channelsweb you can watch our videos. You can also watch us on your mobile device using your browser, or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows devices from their respective stores. Besides giving you access to news updates, the Channels TV and Channels 24 app have an eyewitness feature that you can use to share pictures, videos, or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. To education in Cross River State, public primary and secondary school students in the South are appealing to both the state government and the Nigerian Union of Teachers to end the ongoing strike, which began on the 28th of June 2018. The NUT in Cross River State had earlier embarked on a warning strike on the 28th of June, following the government's inaction to the earlier agreed-upon condition set up by the union.
For these secondary school students from Cross River State, it's turning out to be a case of the young bearing the brunt of a bad situation they did not create. They resumed to lock school gates and a notice to return home, as classes had been put on hold till further notice. While their counterparts have taken the national examinations, they are caught in the middle of a bitter squabble between members of the Nigerian Union of Teachers and the Cross River State government.
My appeal to the government is that they should please pay their salaries so that they can give us access to our educations, because we were supposed to write our exams, but because of the strike we couldn't complete our examinations.
They have not promoted most of our primary school teachers, and this is bad. And when it is like this, primary school teachers will not be happy, and they will be forced to go on strike, which is now affecting our exams now.
Non-payment of salaries and inadequate welfare packages have been a long-standing issue between teachers in Nigeria and the states that take on their payroll. The storyline has not changed much, and these public school teachers in Cross River are making an all-too-familiar demand to get paid for the work they've done.
We also have an issue of non-remittance of check-up dues. 2017, April and May dues, our own union dues was deducted. I had not been since April and May 2017. We have written, we have dialogued. About 70 or so percentage of the teachers are not enjoying promotion, and they have their letter, and they are still in the same system with those who have enjoyed promotion.
The state government says it understands the concerns of the teachers, but also appeals that they in turn understand the plight of the children who are missing their national examinations.
We are resolving those issues. Exams are, being written on time, and I don't think the intention to truncate it is fair to our children. So we are trying to resolve those issues with labor, and by God's grace, within the next few hours, like tomorrow, the matter will be resolved.
There is a high possibility that the repercussions of this action is a delay in the completion of their curriculum, an endless cycle of delay in the academic calendar.
Also in education, but this time let's take a look at Osun State. They have given an assurance that they'll continue to raise the bar in the standard of education by ensuring that teaching and learning materials are available to schools. The chairman of Osun State Universal Basic Education Board led the distribution of instructional material to elementary and middle schools in Osogbo, the state capital. The books are meant for teachers and students to help them prepare for the new term, which starts later in the year.
We are one of the first states that adopted Jollyphonics method of teaching English in Nigeria. And today our primary 1, 2, and 3 can read very well, and we are proud of them. They are not the ones that can put their textbook upside down when we ask them to read, so they know what they are doing. The materials and equipment coupled with availability of highly motivated and competent teachers with pedagogical skills and effective school leaders will definitely lead to achievements of school development plan, which is high standard of education.
To the southeast now, and the judiciary, the Enugu State Governor, Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi, is matching words with action to ensure effective administration and dispensation of justice in the state. This is coming in the form of providing adequate infrastructure for the state's judiciary to function optimally. In keeping to his promise, he performed the groundbreaking of the state's magistrate court, which will be equipped with 16 courtrooms.
This represents the largest single intervention in infrastructural development in the judiciary of Enugu State for over 20 years. The design of the facilities and quality of these new court buildings, I believe, will complement the other innovations going on in the justice sector to ensure that quality justice is delivered to the people.
This is the first time in so many years that the state government will make an intervention of this magnitude in the state judiciary. It further underscores our desire and resolve to create a more conducive environment with effective administration and dispensation of justice in the state, particularly through the provision of suitably infrastructure and essential tools and equipment for the state judiciary. We had previously carried out construction and rehabilitation of court buildings and the provision of essential equipment to some units of the courts across the state. It is our belief that these measures will help to enhance the dignity of the state judiciary and promote efficiency, productivity, and safety of our court, while also increasing the confidence and convenience of all court users.
Now to Delta State now, and the story of this 13-year-old boy. His name is Chigozie Ogbu, who has been rescued in Okwe local government area of Delta State after enduring persistent violence and ill treatment, allegedly at the hands of his uncle. Chigozie narrated how his uncle, rather than send him to school, forced him to sell water and constantly beat him, leaving him battered, bruised, and scarred. The teen is currently being treated at a private hospital, courtesy of the Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly, after the last attack left him unable to walk or sit.
A recent survey report on the 2014 Nigeria Violence Against Children Index, conducted by the National Population Commission, revealed that approximately 6 in 10 children experienced some form of violence. But the case of 13-year-old Chigozie Ogbu is pretty extreme. He has been a victim of sustained vicious assault, allegedly by his uncle and guardian, Mr. Ifeanyi Akpa. The scars on his body are evident.
I told him not to be following people I don't like. And he refused. That's the reason why I beat him.
He told me that I should not follow one of my friends. That I should not follow him, but I didn't listen. Every day I will go there and stay with him. He now asked me how much did I save. I said it's only 200. He said I have not saying the truth. He now started to flog me.
The Speaker of the Delta State House of Assembly visits the private clinic where Chigozie is being treated to see things for himself.
When they brought him, he couldn't sit down, cannot lie. He was complaining of pains all over the body. Then the back was gorging out blood seriously.
In Osubi community where Chigozie lives with his uncle, the children play in the streets. The neighbors can only imagine the horror the teenager has been enduring.
Several times they go meet there, I say make they not they beat the pikin. I say beating they keep person. Make they not they beat. I don't happen for the task, but they not they hear.
Chigozie's biological mother tearfully vents her pain at the treatment of her child, whom she left in the care of her only brother before relocating to Lagos to live with her husband.
I'm very, very sad about the situation I met him. Even when I received the call on Sunday, I was not happy at all. When the video was sent to me, I couldn't look at the video twice. I don't know what to do. These are the condition I find myself in.
The case is still under investigation, and in due course will be arraigned in court.
The boy has been offered a scholarship up to university level to compensate for the secondary school education he's so far been deprived of. Chigozie's experience offers strong evidence that a lot more has to be done by government and concerned bodies to ensure the effective enforcement of the rights of the child in Nigeria.
You're watching news across Nigeria. Coming up, the Oba of Benin hosts the press on the certain issue. We'll tell you what for when we come back. Stay with us.